it's Monday, and thank you for tuning in for another episode of Mondays Here. I am your host, Monday, and today's special guest is Sheree.
Hi, I'm Sheree, owner of Genius Denim Teak. You can follow me at my personal page, which is Rare, RAYYRE_, and my business page, which is Genius Denim Teak. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Genius Denim Teak.
All right, perfect. So tell us a bit about yourself. Like, you own a whole boutique.
Yeah. So I'm a small business owner. I have been in business for about 10 years, actually. I started out, I've been in business for a while before the explosion of small business owners, which is really great right now. I started doing promotions for small businesses and doing parties. And then after that, I used to do denim in college. I used to distress denim and make my own clothes, of course, because I was broke in college, so I needed to.
Everybody was broke in college,
right?
Girl.
So I needed to, do what I needed to do to make my own stuff look cute. And it started expanding from there. I started selling to other girls on campus, and then I just expanded from there. And I've been distressing denim and customizing it, so I'll paint it, bedazzle it, make custom outfits. I've been doing that for a while. Last year, I decided to shut my business down and completely rebrand it. So it was Rare Denim, and that was just a play on my name, which is Sheree, of course. And that was me just mainly customizing everything. So this year, I rebranded it, and now I offer denim items, like unique denim items, which are boutique items, like my jacket, which I did not make, and then items like my jeans, which I actually did make. Okay. So now it's both of them. So you can go on my website and you can find Genius items, which are all just boutique style items based on denim, and then you can find Rare Denim items, which are all custom items. You can also go into the custom tab and send me an email and customize your own outfit exactly how you want it, and I'll respond back with the invoice.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look at me some custom denim. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
When it comes to matching denim, I know I'm not the only one who wants to know this. What are the do's and don'ts?
There are none. I do not believe in rules in fashion.
Really?
I do not believe in rules in fashion. The only rule I follow is it should be a true form of self-expression. I feel like when people look at you, they should be able to figure a little bit out about your personality based on how you dress. Okay. So for me, my outfit is always like a form of my personality. Other than that, I don't have any rules. And the thing about denim is timeless, and denim is, you can pretty much do anything you want with this, so you don't have to, oh, I can't wear this denim with that denim. Like you see, I have like 50 different shades of denim right now. And that's just me all the time. You don't have to have any rules when it comes to denim. That's what I love about it. You can just make it your own. You can dress it up. You can dress it down. I'll wear light jeans with a dark jacket. I'll mix it up all the time. I don't have any rules.
Well, it's so funny because I'm always like, I'll be holding up my pants and I'll be like, oh my God, I need a jacket to match it. No, this denim does not match this. Right. So I'll be like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, no, do it. Especially if it really contrasts, like these two.
Yes.
If it really contrasts, that's what makes it even cuter, because it play off of each other, and you can put whatever colors you want to add with it, or no colors at all. Like that's the thing about denim. You can make it your own.
There we go. Guys, y'all heard it from the denim genius herself. She has been in this business for over 10 years. She is not wrong. You can wear whatever denim you want with what denim.
Exactly.
Yes. Express yourself.
Express yourself, exactly.
All right, so here's a fun part of the show. We're going to get into our bottle of wine.
Okay.
And today's bottle is going to be Stella Rosa Red Wine, the original. It is a semi-sweet, it's a product of Italy, so it's an Italian wine. And this is the one that we are going to be trying today. So while I get this baby open, you guys take a moment and read these disclaimers. Hi guys, we are back and our wine is open. So first taste test. Let's go. This is so good.
This is good for a red wine. I am not a red wine girl.
You were not. Tell me about the kind of wine you like.
I like Stella Rosa, but the peach one or the is it blueberry or blackberry? One of those.
They have a blueberry.
Yes, I love those.
Okay.
But like just a regular red wine, I am not a red wine kind of girl. It's usually not sweet enough for me, but this is really good.
Look at that! I just put you on.
You just put me on. Now I feel like an adult when I drink red wine. So I was like, I'm a kid. I don't really like red wine.
I'm just sipping because it's here. But all right, now we've got the wine part down. Let's get in the topic of today's discussion, and we are talking about everyone's all-time favorite, independent women. In the words of Boosie, I'm just playing. I ain't finna spell it out. Okay, so some questions we're going to be going over today are: can a longtime independent woman become dependent on their partner, and how should she go about it? What should we're going to discuss her state of mind, mentality, things like that. And also, what do you consider a longtime woman to? What do you? Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. What do you consider a long time for a woman to be single, which would determine her independent status? And what does it take to be an independent woman? How does it feel to be an independent woman? And what are the risks that might be associated with being too independent? Okay, so first things first, Miss Sharia. So what do you consider a long time for a woman to be single?
A long time, I would say anything over 2 years.
Anything over 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you drawing that conclusion from?
Because I feel like typically if you are in a relationship and you have a breakup, you have a bad breakup, it might take you, maybe 6 months to a year to get over it. And then another year of dating. And after that is probably, that's excessive. I've personally had long periods of time, over 2 years of being single, but I feel like after 2 years is definitely excessive. Yeah. What about you?
Y'all, she just called me excessive. Over 2 years. No, for me, honestly, I'd be like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, after 5, I'd be like, sis, come on, get it together. What's going on?
Yeah, 5 years is a very long time.
Yeah, but I'm basing that, I base mine solely off of the kind of relationship that she could have been in, type of trauma she could have experienced during the relationship.
Now that does play a factor. If they have been in an abusive relationship, they may need to just completely revamp yourself, completely see yourself outside of that relationship, which takes a long time in therapy. So I can definitely see that.
Oh yeah, when we say abusive, we don't mean just physically. There are mental forms of abuse.
And emotional.
Yes, absolutely. There's more than one. But yeah, I completely agree with that. And I think I know, with me being single, it was just for how long that I am. I tell people this all the time. I'm still trying to find myself.
Mm-hmm.
My ex, I was with him since I was 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And we were together 6 years.
Oh, wow.
So as I grew into a woman that revolved around him.
Right.
So my life, I never planned my life for me. I planned my life for us.
Right. Okay.
So,
I can see that.
So when I did finally become single, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Monday, who are you?
Right.
I had to question it. I knew the me that I was with him. Right. But I didn't know the me who I was as an adult. Right. The by myself me.
Oh, that's a journey.
I'm still on it.
Yeah, that's a journey. That's a journey. It is.
So, yes. Sheree says 2 years. I say 5. Everyone has their own opinion. So remember, this is a completely opinion-based vlog. And, if you disagree or agree with us, you can always drop it in the comments. We would love to talk about it. Okay, so with that, we're going to talk about what our opinion as the definition of being independent is. Remember, our opinion. Remember that. So what is your opinion of an independent woman? What qualities must she hold? Things like that.
The first thing I think of when I think of an independent woman is self-sufficiency. Primarily financially, because that's the main thing, being able to take care of yourself financially. But I think the piece that we don't focus on being independent is emotional and mental as well. Because you can really be an independent woman financially and still a dependent woman mentally or emotionally. You may be even in a relationship where you are the breadwinner, but you're still depending on him mentally and emotionally, or maybe depending on your parents or someone else mentally and emotionally. So when I think what an independent woman is, I think an independent thinker, knowing who she is emotionally, where she is, not being afraid to express her emotions. Because I know a lot of times as women, especially as Black women, we are afraid to express our emotions. We always have to be strong. We don't have the space to be soft. So I feel like figuring out who you are emotionally and being okay with that is a part of being independent. And of course, the biggest part and the part that we focus on the most is the financial part, being able to take care of yourself without any help. So that's what I think of when I think of independent woman.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And how you just said a thing about Black women, how they always want to give the appearance of being strong. Like, I feel like that's so big for a lot of Black women, because if you give off any other appearance or emotion other than strength, you're considered as weak.
Right.
Like any type of vulnerability, any type of vulnerability, you're weak and dumb. They're like, okay,
right,
she don't got her shit together.
I had to learn what vulnerability was, and it took me a long time to get comfortable with vulnerability.
Yes.
Yeah. I was raised by an independent woman, so that's just how I was taught to be, and it took a long time to get comfortable with just being vulnerable, being myself emotionally, being myself financially, being myself mentally.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I'm the complete opposite. I wasn't raised by an independent woman.
Really?
Yes, I was literally raised in the house where there had to be a man around at all times. The man had to be the provider, and I was raised in one of those, how they say children are meant to be seen and not heard. I was raised in a women are meant to be seen and not heard kind of household. So it was like just seeing that as in growing up with I'm not saying I had a bad upbringing. It was just that was the example that I got. So I always
get silenced you.
Yes, because I grew up always believing that a woman needed a man.
Okay.
Yeah, so that gave me my image, like you weren't successful as a woman if you didn't have a partner by your side. Yeah. So I grew up with that idea in my mind, which I believe that also caused me, as in being such a young age, to get with the person that I was with.
Right.
Because I married very young, so it was like, and because I felt like, okay, like these are the steps I'm supposed to take.
Right. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. So it took me a moment to get
out. We have two totally opposite stories. Yes. This is a good conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna go over. Okay, so the big question is, can a long-time independent woman become dependent on their partner, and what are some of the steps that you believe she would have to take to become dependent on her partner? And also, actually, I didn't ask you this earlier, but hold on, I got hammer now. What do you consider a woman being dependent on their partner?
Okay, so I consider a woman being dependent. I prefer the term interdependence. Not necessarily I'm dependent on you, like I need you, but we have this connection and we have this bond where we need each other. So I don't want to feel like I'm not okay without you. Me being raised as an independent woman, I would never feel comfortable feeling like I'm completely dependent on someone else and I'm not okay without them, but I do want to be comfortable depending on them in certain aspects and them depending on me in certain aspects, and that makes us interdependent rather than me totally dependent on him or him totally dependent on me in any area, whether that's financial, emotional, or mental. I just need us to both know what we need from each other and be comfortable requesting it and giving it.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, they struggle with the term dependent is because when anybody thinks dependent, the first thing they come up, they're being taken care of financially. Right. That's what everyone's first go to is, they dependent, they've been taken care of financially. But a lot of people don't.
or anything.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand is being dependent on your partner. You can be dependent on them emotionally, physical. You have those needs too. There's
Right.
more than just finance that comes into part. You can just be dependent in such a way as you want that person next to you. They give you mental peace.
Right. Oh.
Yeah. So there's more than just she's dependent on me or he's dependent on me and I'm taking care of them. There's more ways to take care of a person than financially.
Right. Definitely.
So
there is definitely.
We want to clear that up. That's our opinion on dependent now. And I love interdependence. I love how you brought that up though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna start using that. Thank you. But yeah, so okay, now to the question: can a long-time independent woman become dependent on their partner?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I am living proof of that. It took a long time.
Yes.
And like I said, I was raised as an independent woman, so I've been kind of on my own for a very, very long time and just doing my own thing and very goal-oriented, which can make some men intimidated. And then when I was in relationships when I was younger, I was still pretty much an independent woman. I still didn't have to pretty much depend on them for anything, and they weren't providing anything substantial. But once I got in a relationship with my significant other that I'm with now, and it was more of a man, he required me to depend on him. He wanted me to not take care of everything by myself, and that was a journey for both of us, I believe. Because he felt like, I made him feel like he wasn't needed. And I kind of felt like,
I don't need you.
I don't need you.
I can do this.
Like, I don't need you, and it honestly took us breaking up for me to realize and be comfortable with the fact that I do need him and he do need me, and I need him in certain ways that, there's certain things that I can get from him that I would never be able to get just by myself or whatever. And I do need him. I do need a partner. I had to get comfortable with that. I had to get comfortable with vulnerability. And I did both of those mainly through therapy. And then we started going to therapy together just to work on our childhood issues that were separate but were affecting our relationship.
Yes.
Therapy is definitely something that helped me get to that dependent phase, understanding that I do need him and understanding what I need. And yeah, I think it just it's a time thing. It's a journey.
Okay, yeah. So speaking of journey, I had this conversation with someone, a good friend of mine, and she was telling me, she was saying that I'm always getting asked, when are you gonna start dating? I'll be 30 next year, so like, you need to start dating. It's about time for you, think about getting married, having kids now, and things like that. And I was like, the problem that I'm struggling with right now for me is if I were to be with somebody, I'm going to need someone who is extremely patient with me because it's going to take me time to get out of the state of mind that I am in now. So it's like the way I am now, there can be a man sitting right next to me and I see the trash is full, instead of me honey, get the trash, or waiting for him to do it because, that I believe that's a man thing.
Right.
Women can do it too. I'm going to go take my own trash out. And if I'm in a car with another man, we pull up to the gas station, I'm going to hop out. Be like, okay, I'll pump the gas.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm going to need a partner to be patient with me because the way my state of mind right now, I was like, it's gonna take me at least a year or so to just even get out of just me having to do everything myself.
Right, but you won't get out of that mindset if you don't give it a try.
Yes.
Because how are they gonna take your trash out if they're not here? How are they gonna tell you, no, I'll do it if they aren't here? It's some things that you can practice it in your mind, but it's not gonna change if the situation doesn't change. Yeah. And also, I feel like that could be a way of you determining who's for you and who's not. If he's sitting right there and he allows you to take that trash out, he allows you to pump that gas, maybe that ain't your type of dude. Maybe that's not the one for you. So that can help you filter it out, but you'll never know if you don't start.
That is true. That is so true. I'm gonna start. Eventually.
Oh, dating in Atlanta is ghetto.
Oh my God, I I've heard that so many times.
Yeah,
oh man.
It's ghetto.
I should do a segment on that dating in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, shoot, I need to start dating first so I can be like, okay, my experience.
Yes, you should. You should though, because it is fun and it is experience. And I feel like when I was dating, my therapist told me to use dating as an exercise for me. Mm-hmm. Not worry about them, not worry about who they were, but as an exercise to figure out who I was, what I wanted, and what I wanted to require. Mm-hmm. So that's what I did. I didn't mind approaching guys. I didn't mind asking guys out. Mm-hmm. I didn't wait for them to ask me out because I was focused on what I needed and what I wanted and figuring out who I was. I was doing all the things that made me scared in dating to just figure out what makes me happy. Mm-hmm. And I think that you should go for it. If you're scared to do it, that now is the time to do it.
I don't think I'm scared. It's just I'm always using the excuse I'm so busy. Mm-hmm. I'm not even gonna lie. I use the excuse I'm busy.
Yeah, that's another thing that's independent women like to do.
Yeah, I will ghost.
We like to
so
date our
fast.
careers.
Yes, I will ghost you so fast. If like if it comes down to being like it's something I can advance myself with, you don't exist to me no more.
Right, but those things do not have to be. They don't have to be separate. They can be intertwined. They don't have to be mutually exclusive. You don't have to love yourself. You don't have to self-love and relationship love don't have to be separate. They should be together. They should. Mm-hmm. You should still love yourself to the fullest, focus on yourself, focus on your goals, and still be able to maintain a healthy relationship. Because that person should be just as happy that you're focusing on yourself as you're focusing on them. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be, some women feel like, oh, I don't want to date right now, I need to focus on myself. And if you aren't in a space where you're dating, you need to date, like you're heartbroken or something like that, yeah, you do need to get yourself together. But I don't like to see self-love replaced with romantic love or romantic love replaced with self-love because those are two totally separate things and we need both.
Yeah, I am guilty of that. Completely guilty. I will literally be like, no, I'm just trying to focus on myself. Yeah. Thank you though, I appreciate you.
Me too. That's how I learned, honestly. I was guilty of it for so long. Mm-hmm. And that's how I learned. Like, no, because I'm gonna always be focused on me. Yes. I'm gonna always put myself first. I can't pour from an empty cup. So even when I am in a relationship, or even when I am a mom or anything like that, I have to put Sheree first, what Sheree needs, and how Sheree feels in order to make my husband or my children feel safe or make them feel like I'm gonna be my best self for them. I have to be my best self first. Mm-hmm. So, that's something I had to learn too. It doesn't come overnight, especially when you just you focus on yourself, you focus on growing and expanding. It's difficult, but
yeah, it's a process.
Yeah, it's a process.
Like all things. Yes, I'm working on it, y'all. I really am. And I love how you promoted therapy. Yeah. I was in therapy for years. I absolutely love it. I think a stigma is that Black people don't go to therapy.
Yeah.
We all need therapy.
We all need therapy.
Yes.
It does not mean you're crazy. It does not mean, you have any mental issues, but we all have emotional issues. Mm-hmm. And therapy can definitely help with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go to therapy, guys. Go to therapy. All right, so on to the next question. So I want to ask you, how does it feel to be an independent woman? Mm-hmm. And I want you to answer this question from because you are an independent woman, but you still have a partner. I want you to answer it from that perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. I love feeling like, from the perspective of being in a relationship now, I love feeling like I am still my highest and truest self and someone loves me at that. So I can still focus on my business. I can focus on my career. I can put my all into those, and the person that I'm in a relationship with will respect me for that and even help me. So sometimes I'm in the garage, which is where I work, and I'm distressing jeans, and he's right there with me. He's popping tags off, and he's sorting them out by size, because you have to support who I am as an independent woman, or who I am as just a woman in general, in order for me to feel like I feel okay with you. So to me, an independent woman, like I said, just self-sufficient, knowing who she is and what she wants. And from the perspective of having a partner, he knows that I'm okay without you, He knows that, and I feel like sometimes as independent women, when we do get a man,
about that though. You said he knows that you're okay without you.
Yeah.
Did you ever tell him that?
I have before an argument. And that is something that as an independent woman, we do frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like when you get a man, you feel like, nigga, I'm there without you, I don't care about you. You know, you constantly telling them that. Yeah. But it's like, are you telling them or are you reassuring yourself? You know? So you don't have to always shove that in their face because that's just making them feel like they aren't needed. Like I said, that was a part of an issue in my relationship. He didn't feel needed. So he knows I'll be okay without him because he knows the kind of woman that I am. But I don't have to shove that in his face. I don't have to make him feel that. I just have to be who I am.
Fact.
And show up as who I am, which is, you know, creative, self-sufficient, mentally stable, emotionally stable, constant work in progress, and understanding where I need work at and continuing to work on those things. And that's what an independent woman is to me.
Okay. Did your partner always support you with how you say he comes in the garage and he helps you out? Has he always supported you in that way?
Yes, he's always been supportive when it came to business, and he is a small business owner too, so we've always kind of bounced back up in each other with that or whatever. He understands that. The part that he didn't feel needed is mainly finances and just me always handling shit on my own without even telling him what the issue was, just go ahead and getting it done and maybe telling him as a follow-up. So in regards to the business part, he wasn't really intimidated or anything by that. It was just the feeling like, okay, what am I here for? Why am I your man if you don't even act like you need a man around? Yeah, so
that's good. So pre-relationship, how did it feel to be independent?
Pre-relationship, I feel like my independence was still basically the same as far as just being self-sufficient, but I feel like as far as mentally, it was more of a defense mechanism. If that makes sense.
No, I completely understand.
Like I kind of feel like that, like I said, that I don't need you, that I'm a boss ass bitch, I don't need no nigga kind of mentality. It protects you from getting hurt too. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as a nigga hurts you or as soon as a man hurts you, I'm using all kind of language, then you're like, whatever, I don't need you, I'm a boss, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that protective layer too. And I feel like you need that. You need that at certain points in your life when you are single or when you are in a phase where you're dating and men are not being the best version of themselves or the best version that you need them to be. So, you know, I feel like pre-relationship, my emotional stance on being an independent woman was more of a defense mechanism.
I think my stance right now, the current space that I am, the feeling of being an independent woman, I have realized, and it took me some time to realize this too, it wasn't like, you know, I woke up one day and this is how I feel. It was like over time, it was like through, you know, just working on myself, I realized that as an independent woman, I'm very lonely. And it is because I have put up those defense mechanisms for so long that it's my go-to now. Right. So it's natural. Yes. So when I find myself being approached by men and I'll be like, you know, I'm always like, okay, yeah, we can talk, you know, cool. Right. And like 2 weeks later, I'm not responding anymore, things like that. And it's like I always get this in the back of my mind. I get like this little, what is it called? You know, when yourself is talking to you, self-conscious. They're like, let him go before he hurts you. So because of that, I find myself being very lonely. And it's like, I realize, you know, I do very well for myself. I don't need a man to take care of me. I don't need things like that. I don't need, from a financial standpoint. Right. So I'm always like, I don't need him. And I'll be like, you know, physically, I'll be like, I don't need no man physically. I can go and buy, you know, what and do, you know what with it. Right. So, but the one that I haven't been able to find an excuse for is emotional. I haven't been able to find an excuse to go, I don't need a man because it's like emotion is just blank. There's crickets. You can use all of those exterior things, but those emotions, it's hard to lie to yourself emotionally. You can put on as many faces as you want to, but when it's just you, when it's either just you in your bed or you in your journal, it's hard to lie to yourself emotionally. Yes. And that's when you have to, you know,
face some hard truths about yourself.
Yeah, so that's what helped me come to the realization that I'm like, bitch, you lonely.
Right.
Like, you are fucking lonely. Like, you literally, like, I work so hard, and I'm like, I literally have no one to share this hard work with.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have.
Or just tell them about your day, or just
Like, I don't have anyone to give good news to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I reached that independent status, but as I reached that status, it's caused me to be very lonely.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you can do both. I feel like you can do both. You can, be independent and be in a relationship. Be independent and be dating. Not necessarily independent in a relationship, because that's not healthy. You can't. I had to kind of get rid of that independent mindset, and kind of like I said, substitute that for interdependence. But you can be self sufficient and out here grinding and on your own, and still realize that you need someone else. Same way you need friends.
Absolutely. I gotta work on that too. I gotta work on that.
Yeah, I'm working on friends too. Yeah.
I was doing some reading, and I read this article, and it was like, actually one of the things that independent women struggle with is actually having multiple friends. You usually have one or two. So that's true.
Yeah. And I have my best friend. We moved here to Atlanta together. And we were here since 2008, and she moved back to Savannah during the pandemic. So it's just been pretty much me out here, but she's really, she's an independent woman too. So we kind of fed off of each other for so long, and now that that's gone, I do have another best friend here, but she's focused on building a family. So I'm pretty much, it's just me all the time. It's pretty much just me all the time.
I understand. Yeah. My best friend, we childhood best friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I just moved here, but she has her own business,
Mm-hmm.
and she does she's a groomer. So Tootie's grooming, Tootie's groomer. That's her business. She loves.
Yes, for the club.
Yeah, she loves animals, and it's funny. It's been like that since we were little kids. She
really
loves animals, so she opened up her own grooming business.
Mm-hmm.
And right now she's a mobile groomer. She comes to you, but she really wants to focus on getting her own building. So she's just grinding and grinding and grinding.
Right.
And with me, I'm like, with my career, I've been focused on building going to the next steps in the corporate world. So I'm like, I'm working so I can get promoted and things like that. And it's like, I'm really into real estate. So I'm like, okay, I want to do a property once a year, buy my properties, rent them out, things like that.
Right.
Goal, manifestation.
Exactly.
Retire by 35. I'm speaking it into the
Yes.
35, I'm retiring.
Manifest, honey.
I got 6 more years, y'all.
Remember
I got this. Yes, 6 more years. But so it's like, with that being said, she's busy, I'm always busy. So it's like that it builds up on my loneliness. Because
right
now my friend isn't there either. So it's being independent has been like, I love it, but it's a struggle at the same time.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle. But all things are. Relationships are. Being single is. Dating is. You just have to pick your heart and ride out with it.
Okay, we kind of touched on this through discussion already, but I'm gonna go over it again. So the risk of being too independent. Okay, so first of all, what is too independent to you? Our opinion.
Okay, from my experiences, being too independent makes people that love you and that you love feel like you don't need them. That's not only your romantic partner, that is your friends, that is your family, people that you actually do love. They feel like you don't need them for anything. And at our core, all of us, all humans in some form need to feel needed. We need to feel needed, and you making other people feel like you don't need them, or that makes them feel disposable. And that is one of the main risks of being independent. From my experience, that is one of the main downfalls that I've experienced. Just making people that I love and people that love me feel like I don't need them, or I don't love them the same way that they love me, because I'm just focused on I got Sheree, I don't need you, I'm good, whatever. That pushes people away, and which contributes to the second, loneliness, like we just talked about. So I feel like those two things. Also, I feel like another risk is having that whole know-it-all mindset when you are independent. You feel like I'm doing everything I need to do for me, so you can't tell me anything, and that you can't grow in that way.
That is so
that can stifle your growth. You can't grow in a way if you think you know everything or you think you're never wrong. I've been there too.
You closed-minded.
Yeah, because you're closed-minded. You thinking I'm
it.
independent. I'm on my shit. I'm climbing up the corporate ladder. I'm selling all of these clothes. I'm doing, I'm doing my thing. So it ain't nothing you can tell me really. And you're gonna stifle your growth like that. You're also gonna stifle your relationships like that. So I think those are the three main risks I would say. You have anything to add to that? What do you think?
No, I completely agree with you.
Yeah. Those are definitely the risk of being too independent.
Yes, the risk of being too independent by our opinion. I have to make sure I throw out opinion so much because people be trying to come at you so much
so
over
crazy
foolishness, and I'm like, this is completely an opinion based blog. Like, this is our opinion. If you have something to say, put it down in the comments.
Exactly.
Don't jump down our throat.
Right. Share your opinion.
Yeah, everybody's opinion is different
because everybody's experiences are different.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, that is it for us. We are about to wrap this up. So before we go though, we are going to have a mini fashion show, and Sheree is going to show off a few of her pieces. Guys, I'm keeping the link in the description, so go down there, click on the link to her business so you can buy you a few outfits. Yes, so, okay. We're going to be right back. We're going to set up our fashion show.
Okay, so this is our patchwork set. This is a set if you are just ready to work it. It's already ready made. You can put it on with any shoes and any bag, and it's a ready made outfit. It's actually a 2-piece set. It comes with a jacket with the heightened shoulders and multiple shades of denim. Like I said, mix the denims up. I have no shame in mixing denims. And it is available in a size small all the way to 2X on our website at www.geniusdenimteak.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at geniusdenimteak.com. This is a second piece. This is our pretty in pink set. So this is a denim set, but it has pink ruffled shoulders and pink ruffle in the back. So these are shorts. Some people think it's a skirt, but it's actually shorts, and it just flare out, give you a nice little flare around your butt. This is perfect for a night out. This is mainly based on a summer outfit because of the sleeves and the way it is. It's perfect for summer or spring. This is available on our website in size small to large. You can also find all different types of pieces on the website we range from sizes 0 to 24 or small to 2X. Like I said, you can find custom pieces, dresses, skirts, everything is denim based. And onto my outfit, these are earrings, custom denim earrings, which can also be found at the website. This is the mixed denim pair. You can get them in light or you can get them in dark. Okay.
Pull your hair back a little bit.
Does my hair look wild?
Okay. It looks beautiful.
Okay.
Here we go. Show those earrings.
Okay. And these are our custom denim earrings. These are the mixed denim. You can get them in light denim, dark denim, or mixed denim. You can find these on our website under the rare denim tab because these are custom made. And here I have on our patchwork jacket. This is just a light, dark denim jacket. This will be found under the Genius tab because, again, this is not a custom outfit. But the jeans, as you can see, these jeans are made by me. And so is the denim belt. These can be found on the rare denim tab. If you don't see them in your size, you can always message me for a custom order. But these go from a size 0 to 24. Okay. And here we have our denim bag.
Yes, I've been waiting for you to present this bag.
This is currently sold out, but you can find other denim bags at www.geniusdenimteak.com. Subscribe to our website. You'll get emails about new arrivals, and you can also make suggestions as well. So thank you so much for including me, and just make sure you guys check us out.
Hi guys, so I just want to take a moment and thank you all so much for tuning in to this episode of Mondays Here. I just want to appreciate all the love and support that I am getting from you guys, and also remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and that I love you. And yeah, peace, love, and happiness, everyone. Don't forget to follow my social at UrFavMonday. That is UrFavMonday. UrFavMonday. Don't forget to follow Sharea's social. There'll be a link to both of our socials in the box right now. You have to excuse Delilah. She needs some attention right now. So thank you guys again so much, and I appreciate all the love and the support that you give me. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Bye. Really? You always want some attention.